A 21-year-old woman entered a hotel elevator in 2013. A few hours later, she vanished without a trace, but the security footage she left behind still terrifies people to this day. In February of 2013, a 21-year-old student named Elisa Lam vanished inside one of the most infamous hotels in America. What happened next became one of the internet's most disturbing unsolved mysteries. Elisa had traveled alone to Los Angeles during a trip through California. Friends described her as intelligent, creative, and outgoing. She was staying at the Cecil Hotel, a place already surrounded by a dark reputation long before she arrived. The Cecil wasn't just old. People whispered about it: deaths, disappearances, strange incidents stretching back decades. But despite the stories, Elisa continued posting normally online during the first days of her trip. Then suddenly, everything stopped. No messages, no calls, nothing. At first, nobody panicked, but after days without contact, her family reported her missing. Police searched the hotel, hallways, rooms, the rooftop, nothing. It was as if she had disappeared completely inside the building. Then investigators released elevator security footage, hoping someone might recognize her behavior. And that video changed everything. The footage showed Elisa stepping inside an elevator late at night. At first, she looked nervous, not confused, not intoxicated, afraid. She pressed several buttons rapidly, then moved to the corner of the elevator as if hiding from something outside the doors. A few seconds later, she leaned her head out carefully into the hallway, looking left, then right, then left again, like she expected someone to be standing there, but nobody appeared. What disturbed people most wasn't just her behavior. It was the feeling that Elisa was reacting to something the camera couldn't see. Then her movements became stranger. Her hands twisted unnaturally while she appeared to speak to someone outside the elevator. The doors still refused to close, even after she pressed multiple buttons. Eventually, Elisa slowly walked out of frame, and that was the last time anyone saw her alive. Weeks later, guests inside the Cecil Hotel began complaining about the water. They said it tasted strange. Some said the color looked darker than normal. Others described a metallic smell. Maintenance workers were sent to inspect the rooftop water tanks, and inside one of them, they found Elisa's body. The discovery only deepened the mystery. The rooftop access was supposedly locked. The water tank lids were heavy, difficult to open. And according to some reports, there were no clear signs explaining how she entered the tank alone. To this day, people still argue over what really happened inside the Cecil Hotel that night. Some believe Elisa was suffering from psychological distress. Others are convinced someone was following her through the hotel. But one detail continues to disturb people years later. In the elevator footage, Elisa never once looked at the camera. It was always focused on something else, something standing outside the elevator doors, something none of us could see. Do you think Elisa was alone in that elevator?